act like the camera's not there. I feel like that'll be better.
Yeah, I was trying to think about that.
Because like low key, it's better for acting just talking face to face.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? My name is Johannes. I'm on staff with Greater Cincinnati Urban Young Life, and I lead Young Life at Western Hills and Dater High School.
My name is Adam. I go to UC, I'm a freshman there, and I went to Dater High School, but now I lead at Holmes High School in Covington, Kentucky.
Cool. So, Adam, we're here to talk about camp. So you, as a high schooler, went to camp a couple of times. Tell me, what was it like? Like, what is camp like?
It's great. 1 week, I didn't have my phone. I was being real with myself. It was fun also like meeting like different people from like different states, different schools, and like the food was great. And it was just a nice getaway, like vacation in the summer, just kind of go out and just really have fun, you know?
I was a camper too as a high schooler, and just getting away was just mind blowing.
Yeah.
So for you, what was like the best part of your camp experience?
Best part of my camp experience was we'd have these things called like cabin time. So we get to like sit down, and after like the talks, we just talk with our like cabin mates, and just kind of ask questions that we don't really ask a whole lot. Questions that we never thought of or we would never think of, but they are like important questions that really matters. And it's really an eye-opener seeing like other people like relating to you, which a lot of kids, especially like in this generation, everyone is like to themselves, so very like conservative. But going out there like asking all these questions and being able to like, at that same question too, or just being real with just people, you know, this is really what brings like, I guess like light to it, you know?
Yeah, right. So it sounds like camp is like this crazy fun experience with good food and great friends there, but there's also some element of going deeper and asking the important questions of life and talking about those things with people your age and mentors there as well. So with those deeper conversations, like throughout the week of camp, like was there anything in you that happened that changed within you in that week of camp? And if so, like what was it?
So I kind of grew up in I did grow up in a Muslim household. And then so going to Young Life Camp was like, okay, this is very, very different from what I was used to and what I was taught. And then so like the first time I went to camp, I had all these questions and I was just kind of confused. A bit of myself was like scared about it. I was like, I don't really know what is happening here. But then the second time I went to camp, and it was like 3 years after the first time, it was probably the best week of my life. And it was, I found a lot, I was more at peace going the second time around. I was honest with myself for the first time. It was like, this is what I want and this is what I need. And I would have never have gotten that if it wasn't for Young Life Camp. Everything that I taught was right, or that I thought was right with everything about who I am and what I should do. I went to camp and I was like, but this is what I really want to do. And this makes me happy and it makes me feel good and I want to keep going in this.
Right.
And so that was a very big change for me. It was the biggest change of my life too. And now I'm like living in that change. Like since that decision I made, it was on a Wednesday morning, July 7th of 2021. That change I made is now that I'm living in that change. You know, I'm here right now because of that choice I made at camp.
Sounds like really powerful change happening within you now that you're like living your life for God. For Jesus. Now that you are a Young Life leader, what makes you excited about inviting kids to Young Life Camp?
I want all kids to experience that change that I did. And sometimes we don't even think we need that change, and so we're like introduced to it.
Right.
We think our lives are perfectly fine. No life is perfect, nothing is perfect, but you can be at peace with like who you are and like yourself and stuff like that. And when I like accepted Jesus, it was like, wow. Ever since then, I've been peaceful with myself, you know? Every questions I had like people to go to, community after high school, I had like friends, and I'm a leader now. It's just like, it was great. Like there's been hard times, we all have hard times and stuff like that, but I want like kids to experience the change of life
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe there's like a big puzzle that we're all missing, like the piece.
Right.
And we never knew until we went to camp. And then once we found that last piece, like, oh, it's complete. Like, you know, this is who I am. This is who I want to live for. This is how I want to live my life. And when I found that, I was like, oh, that's just peaceful. And I want all kids to experience that.
Yeah.
Just kind of being joyful and know that you will never be alone. Even if hard things are going in your family, you'll always have other people that will care for you like family.
It's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. So, yeah, guys, you heard it here. Adam mentioned that camp was one of the best weeks of his entire life, and it had a very strong, powerful impact on him. And so, if you're a high schooler watching this, man, I encourage you to sign up for camp this summer. And if you're an adult, man, would you be a part of helping us get high schoolers in Greater Cincinnati, Urban Young Life, to go to camp? So thanks so much for watching this. Adam, thanks so much for sharing, man.
Of course, yeah.
So good hearing your story and how camp has impacted you.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool.